everyone, Moisa here, back with another poofy haired video. Oh wow, like actually poofy. This is insane. We're gonna wrap the hair up today because we're doing a full faced look. And as you know, when we do a full face look, you don't want all this hair in your face. So quickly, we're going to put on our last pair of earrings from Amy, which are these little fake diamonds. And yeah, so today we'll be doing a little bit of a sunflower makeup look. And this look was requested by Abby because I was asking kind of like what cheek art should I do. Obviously, I've done a lot of full face, a lot of cheek stuff. And she thought it'd be really nice if I could do a sunflower kind of look. She didn't specify the flower, but I just thought sunflower. Since I did one that was very rose feeling, I thought sunflower would be a very far contrast from that and it would still be very interesting to do. And today I'm going to try to be a little bit ambitious. I have all of my brushes. Of course I do. And we're going to use, I don't know what kind of concealer I want to use. I'll probably be using my BH Cosmetics concealer and my Juvia's Place foundation. And I think today is definitely a day that I'm going to need to use a primer. So I'm just going to get on my base and then we'll start on with this look. Alright, so now that we have a pretty good base, if you're wondering what I used, I probably inserted the footage, but I was using my mattifying primer by Hard Candy just because it's really, really good. I also used my BH Cosmetics concealer just under my eyes to brighten them up a little bit, and then I used my Juvia's Place foundation. And I think it made a really nice base. Like, I could go out with this and look pretty flawless, which I really like. But anyway, let's just do our brows. We're going to be using the Essence Brow Pencil. Palettes that I have in front of me are my Drop Dead Gorgeous palette and my Patricia Bright palette, just because I feel like the colors in these palettes will work very well for like a sunflower inspired look. So the first palette I'm going to use is my Patricia Bright palette because it has a lot of like these browns and neutral tones that I can start making the design of a sunflower. And we're going to try to be using my most precise brushes to draw out the stencil like sunflower, and then we'll start coloring it in with this crease brush and more so blending brushes. so this is the side. Yeah, I know it's a lot. It looks like a lot. But now that we have a laid down foundation for how we want the flowers to look on the face, we're going to quickly fill in that stem using a blending brush. We're going to go into Risk Taker, which is probably the only matte green of this palette, and we're going to fill up this stem right here. Alright, so this is sort of the base that we're going to be working with for the sunflower stem. And now that we have that done, we're going to put down this heavily green pigmented brush now. And we're going to pick up our other blending brush, and we're going to just pick up that brown color next to brown sugar called 100% cocoa. And we're just going to... Alright, so now that we have the basis of yellow onto the sunflower petals, we're going to go back into Never Say Never in the Patricia Bright palette. We're going to mix it with You Are Gold, which is a more so, I would say, a consistency I don't like. I forget the name of this. I think it's like a gel consistency. And we're just going to go over those flowers once more. Alright. Right. We're gonna go in and add more depth after we finish the secondary leaves. So for the secondary leaves, I'm thinking we're gonna go into Shining in the Patricia Bright palette first and place that down to see how the contrast looks. And to create more depth and differentiation, we're going to dip into the orange Try Me in the Patricia Bright palette, and we're going to tap it out. And we're going to blend it over Brings more life to the look, I think. And the mixing of orange doesn't have to be too heavy-handed. You can do it very lightly. It really depends on how yellow you want sunflower to be. And for me, it's a little too orangey now, so I'm just going to go back in with the Alarming Yellow of the BH Cosmetics palette. Alright, and since now it's a little messy on this side, I'm just going to go back in with my more precise brush and just try to clean it up using the Patricia Bright palette for its browns once more. We're going to use Jet Setter again. Alright, so now that you have a little bit of precision on your flowers, you can go in with a very light brown. So I'm going to use Biggest Fan and see if that's light enough for me. And you're not going to draw a line, but you're going to lightly tap in a line within your flower. Alright, so it took about 20 minutes to get these gems on, and they're falling off by the second by the sheer amount of makeup on my face. So let's quickly show the final look with the gems. So this is this sunflower. I really like this, especially with the gems around it. It gives it a little bit extra something, because a sunflower is so simple that adding in the gems just gave it a little bit more pop and a little bit more emphasis and purpose. And then on the other side, I don't really like the stem look. I think the petals get a little bit too blurred in, and I don't think that I was able to salvage it using any of the gems. But overall, I think this side of the look is really, really nice, and it has a little bit of character, which I really like. So I've taken the hair down to see how this overall looks, and I think it looks super cute. I do think this side was a little ambitious and it doesn't look as nice, but I think this side of the face, if I were to just do a profile, it looks really, really nice. I did a quick like eyeshadow wing with the yellow eyeshadow from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I think overall I really like this look. I hope you guys like this sort of cheek art style. I will try to get better at cheek art because I really do enjoy it so much. I do it so often. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, just gonna keep letting you stare at the cheek. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know if there's I'm gonna stop. Okay, and let me know if there's any other kind of makeup looks that you'd like to see me do. I had a lot of fun doing this look, especially drawing it out and everything, and kind of thinking of how I want the makeup look to turn out really helped me, because I feel like if I went into this look with no game plan, there's no way I would have ended up with a decent look. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye! They're still cutting down a tree.